My name's Scott. My family's been in Alaska for 5 generations. I invite you to join me as I hike, boat, climb, explore, and travel throughout some of the most awe-inspiring locations in America's last frontier, Alaska. Today, I'm taking the Alaska Railroad, where I get a chance to see the Kenai Peninsula from a completely different perspective. The rail is taking us to Seward, which is one of my favorite places to experience Alaska's coastal habitat and wilderness. And the opportunities from here are unlimited, from kayaking to wildlife viewing to incredible coastal island adventures. Planes, boats, all-terrain vehicles, climbing, hiking, but I've never experienced Alaska's wilderness and landscape by rail. The Alaska Railroad offers something pretty special when it comes to experiencing Alaska's Kenai Peninsula, and this, my friends, I'm really excited.
Hey, thanks. You are, sir? Yeah.
I always say, there's a great meal behind every great adventure, and the crew holds nothing back when it comes to this breakfast.
Oh my God, that's great. Riding in style.
So we're getting ready to head into the flats just past Portage Valley, and this is one of my favorite parts of the trip because it really opens up into some great wilderness, and we're going to see, bald eagle's nest, good opportunity for moose, great day for glaciers, so it's going to be a great time.
There's a real sense of solitude as the mountainous terrain of the Kenai reveals some of its best hidden secrets. Like this Spencer Glacier and this black bear just 50 yards off the train. And some of the best part of my travels is watching others experience for the first time what I get to see every day.
The exciting part of this trip is we're going to go through a series of S-turns, and these tracks go at a 3% grade up. So we will have gone from sea level all the way to 1,060 feet. And that's pretty amazing if you think about a train. And we have an engine up here. It's got 4,000 horsepower pulling this set of cars. That's just outstanding to think about.
All right, folks, so here shortly we'll be coming into the town of Moose Pass. And Moose Pass was named by a mail carrier. He would always go through here, and he would always run into moose, and he got quite frustrated. So this mail carrier, he named this area Moose Pass, hoping the hunters would come to take care of his problem. Although I don't think it worked, because there's still many moose here. Now Moose Pass, the one thing that doesn't have is a gas station. Every year the city council, they vote on it. It comes up on the ballot, and every single year the residents turn it down because they don't want the largest sign in their city saying Moose Pass gas.
We're arriving here in Seward, and this is where Alaska Railroad got its start in 1903. They first laid their tracks here, and they went from Seward 50 miles inland. This is where tourism started. It gave people an opportunity to explore, do some hunting, and today now the tracks go from Seward far south to far north, Fairbanks. That's 500 miles of track altogether. This is a great adventure coming over from the mountains and dropping in here. We've got more adventures ahead.
We're setting out with Kenai Fjords to explore Resurrection Bay. This is a prime area for witnessing marine life forms while taking in the epic views of the Alaska coastal habitat.
Resurrection Bay out here. We just got dropped off on Fox Island. I'm excited about being here. This is a great island. Offers so much. There's hiking to be had. There's lots of history to this island. There's Resurrection Bay, which we're going to go out tomorrow, and we're going to do some exploring around the glaciers. Lots of adventures to be had, so let's get started.
It's hard to believe. From the Alaska Railroad to the remote and historic Fox Island, this, my friends, has been worth the trip already, and we're just halfway through.
One of the bits of history out here that I was talking about on Fox Island is that this was a fur farm where they brought foxes on here, raised them, they breeded, and they eventually ended up taking over the island. You know, the foxes aren't here anymore. They've been evacuated from the island, but when the Russians were here, they were hunting out all of the otter for their pelts, and nothing else for them to hunt and harvest. They created their own little industry with foxes. Here we go. Yeah. How about that? And here we got a part of a wood stove, it looks like. It's interesting because it wasn't really that long ago, but yet we get so fascinated when we see something left over. Other people have been here. That looks like a piece of plywood, like something that was manufactured, huh? Yep. Good timber company, I tell you. I mean, I have no idea what this beetle is. There's a smelly beetle, but he's, isn't that cool? Look at that, temperate rainforest, big, old, burly beetle out here. Love that. Look at that. Woohoo! This is as far as the trail takes us, and a spectacular view. That peak right up there is one you can take a hike from the trailhead on the other side there, hike across up into that saddle, then on up to the top there, offering some pretty exciting views.
After a hard day of play, a great meal, a fire, and the solitude of just being out here top it all off. Glaciers, mountains, jagged cliffs, the landscape here is alive and ever-changing. The abundance of life above and below the water is something to be treasured out here. I've been coming here for years and I've yet to see it all. While you're in Seward, I highly recommend a visit to the Alaska Sea Life Center. It's Alaska's only public aquarium and ocean wildlife rescue center. It's a place where close encounters with puffins, sea lions, and other sea life are the norm. And the privilege of peeking over the shoulders of ocean scientists and biologists, all working to protect our amazing ocean habitat right here in Seward.
Well, the Alaska Railroad is an amazing opportunity to get out of Anchorage, head down to Seward. We had a great time. We got out in Resurrection Bay, did an overnight, saw lots of wildlife, and really got a chance to engage with the whole area. Something I'd recommend. It's a good time, good show. We're heading home. Doesn't mean that it has to end here. The adventure begins with you.